massage wheel rises to the highest pointeds. When love is at its warmest, Strumer has it that kissing is at the top of the Ferris wheel. Those who love each other will never be separated, but when I cut my wrists to commit suicide, I have been with my second daughter for 10 years, but with the male protagonist kiss at the top of my dream. Ferris wheelin' to a childhood sweetheart's novel, the male protagonist chose the female protagonist given break with the green plum only him. Trapped in the crazy love of youth, can't ask for it. Novels give birth to consciousness. Let me redeem him. So I was there for him from 17 to 27. 10 years on his 28th birthday, happily waiting for him, but the male protagonist is reborn when he went silent. All night he finally understand. Everyone wants the soulful female second in the novel can make your beloved die. Never thought that he didn't want anyone but the male protagonist, so I should go. The first time I saw the white militia on the rooftop of the school, he was leaning against the railing. Head down, can't see clearly, sunset slanting, broken like gold dust straws. A lonely shadow on him. There is a small cake next to it. The cream is melting cherry. Sank into day is his 17th birthday. In the past, he and bamboo horse Jiboda will spend time together. After school, they sneak up to the rooftop of the school holding the cake and watching the sunset. Last birthday, Jiboda smiled and told him to wait until you were 17. I want cherry cake. By Ningbing did it, but he missed the appointment because the female protagonist, Lee Ryan, appeared from the sky. The plot officially begins. The world is a novel of youth. The heroine, Lee Ryan, transferred from school, become a happy enemy with the male protagonist, Jibodave. Bond between the two is getting deeper and deeper. Tibertai fell in love with the tyrannical female protagonist, Ryan Lu. Finally, it drifts away from the green plum white ice. This novel is very popular, but the readers all recognize it. It's not a good match for Leo. Ryan is a rich second generation, also a prodigal son. After being with Tibertaeus, still messing with other boys, the two have also been on and off many times. As a result, Jiboda is also angry with Bai Ningbing, intentionally angry with his female protagonist and husband. Crematorium, the two finally achieved success. Only white ice trapped in the crazy love of youth, can't ask for it. The poisoners love him very much. The author to give him a happy ending. I was one of them. Suddenly, one day a poll popped up inexplicably on the mobile phone interface. Are you willing to rescue the white militia? I chose without hesitation. After a whirlwind I came into this world. A voice told me, hey, is a world worker. I was elected among many voters because I was an orphan. And the feelings for the white militia are purif. The redemption mission is successful. You can choose whether to stay in this world or not. Tond made a fortune high. The money is not the money, mainly because I feel sorry for Bai Ningbing, and I'm a childhood sweetheart in my ease, gentle and single-minded white eyesight. Don't know how many times better than that slutty heroine. Maybe get Tiberta to change his mind is the greatest redemption for the white militia. So I decided to match them. I suppressed the excitement of breaking the dimensional coin, move forward, slowly reach out to him. Hello, classmate, I am a new transfer student. He looked up. The afterglow carried the breeze through the black hair on his forehead. Light and shadow are imprinted in my eyes. Draw the outline of this simple girl. 4 eyes. Relative memory freezes frame. The next day, the head teacher introduced me on the podium. This is the new transfer student, Fang Yuan. There was thunderous applause from the class. It was very enthusiastic. Except for the protagonist group, I saw a different heroine at a glance. He looked at me slowly. The right head said something to the male protagonist. Jibode. Corners of the mouth slowly raised the nose, and our arrogant Gilbert looked at him. The white face is slightly red, gentle and handsome. Diagonal white Melissa just watching the scene of their laughter. Dark I see slowly lowered his eye. Shangji fell a shadow to cover the bitterness of the inner temple. Only Bai Ningbing's classmate is MDU. Go and sit there. The head teacher smiled and said, Dan, I just saw him. And he paused. He looked up at me for a few seconds with an ambiguous looks. Something told me he wasn't too happy, but I'm happy. This means he has a sense of crisis. Oh, my childhood sweetheart still has a chance. And I walked right up to the white collar. He subconsciously looked towards Jibadai, found that he and Liu Ryan were still talking and laughing as if he didn't care who he was at the table with. I Saw him leaning on the edge of the table palm drill. Turns white but still let me in like a gentleman. Hello again. By Ningbingi smile, simply eyes full of light. This is completely an expression of admiration in the eyes of other Sout of the corner of the eye. Jiboda's eyes really swept over. By Ningbing nodded slightly after a pause. I asked you again, not that. You are the Jade Emperor. The temperature on my face suddenly rose. The smile was almost unsustainable. Hey, just kidding. Never mind that yesterday I was a stranger. Was easy to catch his words, and I pointed to the melting cake. Ask him, with a smile, that this is for his boyfriend. He shook his head, like remembering something. The cold outline is slightly softer for those who like it. I'm a little surprised. So straightforward. Would you like to tell me? Maybe I can help you. By Ningbing hooked the corner of her mouth with self-deprecation. Ape. It's love that has nowhere to sire. Maybe it's been suppressed for too long. He actually really opened the deepest secret of my heart. Asked him why he didn't confess. He said that Jiboda had always regarded him as a good friend. He was afraid that showing his heart would push him further and further. A warily pistiff. Only you had a long mouth. I looked at him with hatred and worry. I'll help you. By Ningbing glanced at me. Who are you? I puffed my chest out with pride. You can call me Jade Emperor. By Ningbing asked me how I could help him. I say, mysteriously, that mountain people have their own tricks. First step is to create a crisis for Tibertates. Very simple. When picking up water in the Cora Durand, I went over to Tiberta, pretend to be naive, and ask him some preferences about. By Ningbing. The pose of an admirer is well placed. His smile became a little forced. Sure enough, after picking up the water, he went to find By Ningbingi. Look through the glass window. This is the first time I see. By Ningbing's eyes so bright. The first step should be successful. Step 2. Do what you like. After school, I took By Ningbing to the Tide store. He was carrying an off-the-shoulder skirt and white stockings. The expression is a little hard to say. It's not really for me, is it? Why not? Tiberto might like this type anyway. That's what Ryan Liu wears. After the white ice comes out, my eyes lit up more. Certain Gilbert is a beautiful woman who loves this style. Otherwise, why would he like Ryan Liu? By Ningbing played with him a pair of long legs with nowhere to go. The skirt is a little more tempting while taking advantage of his protrusion under the constant praise of the director. His ears were slightly red, like uncomfortably smiled. How cute. After coming out, he touched the tip of his nose. Then I'll take you home first. It's my mom's birthday tonight. I have to go back early. If you refuse, you will instantly choke on the tip of your throat. I suddenly remembered that on Underdogs' birthday Ryan took Jiboda to the bar. Their first kiss was today. No wonder Jiboda didn't follow today. White militia go home together. After confirming that, By Ningbin knows the location of the bari, took him on target legs and ran wild. He asked me what I was going there for. I pay like crazy. Of course it's for your happiness. After all, after today the relationship between the male and female protagonists will grow by leaps and bounds. At that time, By Ningbin will really have no chance. After reaching the door of the bari, was gasping for air. Now, why don't you tell me what you're doing here? I can hardly breathe. Pointing to the bar, he looked over. Eyes trembled. Stay put. Look up. My pupils vibrate. 2 in the alley next to the bar. Ryan is closing for winter. Jiboda. They are very close and it's getting closer. Lips are about to stick, Kai quickly shouted. Wait a minute. Both of them looked this way. When Tiberta saw the white militia visible whitening of the face, he ducks his eyes. She subconsciously looked at Ryan Liaruyan. Lee laughed. Pull. Tiberta overhow about looking down on the white militia. Do you think that by playing hard to get, Jiboda will like you? I can't help complaining. Play hard to get. Anyone with eyes can see that the white militia is much prettier than you, okay? Ryan Liu looked at me unhappily. Which green onion are you, Ali? And I are just friends. You think too. Mukruyan Liu shook his handi. Don't know a woman's mind, but a wimp who doesn't even dare to say he likes E.T. Don't care at all. By Ningbing didn't care about his provocation at all. He pulled hard on Jiberta's wrist. Shaoji goes home. He was standing in front of him without my consent. Do you think he will go with you? I frowned. This heroine is so disrespectful. The white-collar soldier gave it a shove. Push him to the ground in a fit of rage. Do you need your consent to gently ask him on your forehead? What do you take him for? What do you want to do to him? I quickly pulled him away. Jibota helped Liu Ryan up in a panic. He erased the wound on the corner of his mouth. If you don't get angry, you will laugh. If you don't believe me, ask him. Bai. Ningbing looked at him like a wounded, trapped beast, looking at the last ray of light. Will you come back with me? He's not a good guy. Tiberto avoids his sight, take a step back, and freeze. Where? Just friends. You don't have to worry about me. I can't even bear to see by Ningbing's expression. He will be in place with terribly red eyes. The voice is moving. My friend, I don't believe you don't know that by Ningbing is enough. We will only be friends. You go home. And he said that as if he wanted to hide it. Pulling Liu Ryan in the opposite direction, Ruin Liu turned back and curled the corner of her mouth provocatively, and I immediately gave him a middle finger. That's so great. He couldn't laugh anymore. Bai Ningbing stood there, the innocence of the hands drilled by the side bangs cover his eyes. A line of dear tears fell. He panicked. So Jibota should be mad at Medent. Take it to heart. The more you talk, the more bottomless. I seem to have messed everything up. Pit would be nice if he didn't hate me. Sorry, Bai Ningbing. Don't look too far. Wiped randomly. He even smiled at Mew. Didn't do anything wrong. It's my problem. Let me drive you home. Otherwise, your parents should be worried. Shake my head. I'll just go back by myself. Phi, don't worry about my parents. He was slightly stunned. I whispered sorry and I realized that I had said something wrong. I waved my hand quickly. That's not what I meant. I mean, I was an orphan. No, the more you say it, the more wrong it is. But who made me an orphan now? Bai Ningbing Mo D smiled. The end of the eye is still ready. Swallowed subconsciously. That's quite a foul. If you don't mind, come to my house for dinner today. My mom likes to party. Was taken aback. The first time a friend invited me to his house for dinner. So fresh. His family is very enthusiastic. Kai can see Bai Ningbing grew up in a very good family. That's why he's so humble and outstanding. While eating, White mother looked at White frozen. Why didn't the chick come? He stewed it. Just wanted to say something. The door was opened. Aunt Bai, here I come. Opscum on Shaoji, just waiting for you. Jibota has a sweet smile. The moment you see me again, it suddenly freezes. He accentuated his tone with a trace of quality, asking why you are here. He was looking at me in the wrong way. Maybe others can't see it, but I was an orphan from an early age. I was very sensitive to other people's emotions. I just didn't know how to respond. If he has feelings for Bai Ningbing, it's normal not to like me, but he has explicitly refused. What does he mean by putting on this look again? Maybe he made white ice his own property. You can do it yourself, but no one else can pick it up. Inexplicably irritable for the first time. I feel that this male protagonist, not as simple as written in the book by Ningbing, opened lightly. Fangyuan is a friend I brought. Just have a meal together. Jibota looked at him in disbelief. The circles under the eyes slowly turn red. Bai Ningbing picked up the cup. Fingertips are shaking slightly. Force yourself not to look at him, suggested restraint. He chose to return to his friend's position. I sighed in my heart. It doesn't seem like I can interfere between them. After dinner, Bai Ningbing took me home. Gilberta catches up. He's a little unstable. Red in the eye. Shout at Bai Ningbing that you like him, don't you? White ice. Fingertip fretting. Put it down again, pretending to be cold. You said we were just friends. Can you like Liu Ryan? Why can't I like others? Fairy fight. Dan talked to McGilbert, looked at him. The tears, the size of the white ice bucket, fell down one by one. I don't care. You can't be with him. Otherwise we will break up. Bai Ningbing stared at him. Despair is mixed with a trace of hope and pleading. I don't have to be with anyone. Then can you not be with him? Jibota lowered his eyes and said nothing. The humid air suffocates me. Bai Ningbing closed her eyes. Fierceless, self-deprecating smile. I see. He grabbed my wrist and turned away. Never looked back. I stared blankly at the side of his face. The temperature on the wrist is a little hota. Voice in my heart told me White Frozen deserves better people, so I don't want to match them anymore. After tonight, the White Militia and Tiberta were locked in a Cold War. Rumors began to spread in the class ed. I liked the White Militia, so he forced Tiberto to stay away from him. My classmates started to distance themselves from me. Look at me with a strange look. I don't care. As an orphan, being bullied and rolling your eyes is commonplace. None of this matters to me. But my relationship with Bai Ningbing is getting better and better. He brought me breakfast. Have lunch with me. Talk me home from school and the way Gilberta looked at MIT gets gloomier. Every day this is evidence that Bai Ningbing likes me in his eyes, but he just felt sorry for me. An orphan is still isolated. No, this is compassion. I came home from school and was about to open the door. The little thugs suddenly rushed out of the alley. Next to it the leader is Ryan Liu. They surrounded Maruyan Liu, smiled as she bent over to look at me. You, seduced by Ningbing's obstructive dog, it stands to reason that I should thank you, but my chicken hates you so. I can only teach you a lesson. I glared at him. Angrily, I secretly hate the will of the world. Why don't you get me a gold finger? Yo, I'm not Convencidruin. Liu chuckled. Wave. The group of little sisters walked up with a wicked smile, looked sideways. Hidden under the carpet was a kitchen knife. This is my childhood. Didn't expect it to come in handy as I bent down to get Ita, little sister. Suddenly stand. I looked up. Pupil constriction. It's white ice. And he took a stick and he fought with them. Watts are not better than the crowd fell quickly. Ruin. Liu kicked him hard. His face was bloodless with pain. Cold sweat. How dare you come? I've seen you unhappy for a long time. I won't kill you today. I pulled out my kitchen knife and rushed over to protect him. Come and see who dies first. Anyway, I'm an orphaneum, not afraid. They immediately took a few steps back and didn't dare to approach. Huyen Lu's face is gloomy. You wait for me. After saying that, a group of people ran fasty, helped by Ningbing, into the house to apply medicine when dealing with a wound on the forehead. He tore all over. Line of sight collision. The heart suddenly showed. Arotha, cotton ball in my hand, fell to the ground. I panicked and looked at. Why are you here? He took a bear pendant from his pocket. The one on your school bag must have fallen on the way. I brought it to you and I saw them. It's too dangerous to live alone. Pay attention to safety. I smiled. Didn't you see me with a kitchen knife? Who can bully me? Bai Ningbing suddenly chuckled, not loud, but it landed heavily on my eardrum also. Your great heartbeat is getting faster. I can't even look at him. A strange emotion started to grow freely in my heart, but I want this moment to freeze frame forever. Yuan Liu is going abroad with Jibada. Jibada is determined to go. If my parents don't agree, they go on a hunger strike. They have no choice but to compromise them. First time I saw the white militia look so depressed on the rooftop. He leaned limply against the railing. The always upright back is slightly curved. What can I do to keep him? Hoarse voice, but it hit my heart. Hardy, also feel the taste of Hardikai. Really can't breathe. Walked over slowly. You like him so much. Bai Ningbing slowly raised her head, eyes full of pain, but without hesitation. I went to jibadadle him. I have nothing to do with Bai Ningbing. Of everything we do is acting. I just hope he changes his mind. Bai Ningbing cares about you very much. Hope you can think about it carefully. He looked at me with pity and mockery. You really like Bai Ningbing, don't you? Apical, laryngeal, infarction. I can't speak. If you like it, go chase it. I didn't stop you. What are you here to kidnap me for? But will Bai Ningbing like you? That's another story. From what I know about him, don't waste your time. Look at him in a victorious pose. I suddenly felt very angry. Why doesn't he want to be with Bai Ningbing? But you have the courage to trample on his sincerity. Like Bai Ningice is just a tool he shows off to others. And I looked at him. Then you wait and see. It's not his wrong eyes. And I turn around and I walk. This moment, and I realized there was this strange emotion called liking. I like the white militia. So this time I want to be selfish. I want to redeem him myself. So I stayed with him for 10 years. The person who celebrates his birthday with him every year has become May. Step into his life, step by step. White father and white mother. They loved me as if I were their son. Colleagues call us the best partners. Friend pokes ask us when we plan to be together. I can feel that white ice is getting better and better for me, and this time, it's not compassion. My reflection in his eyes is gradually invading day by day. Let's watch a movie together, watch the sunrise together, ride the Ferris wheel together, countless together, form a friendship. Lovers are not full, everything comes naturally. Pierce this layer of window paper, just one breakthrough. Out at the bar, board of the friends group. I decided to make a formal confession to him. I drank a little too much. I can't even walk steadily. Bai Ningbing is holding my bag in one hand. Hold me with one hand. His tone was helpless and gentle with a vague petty. Made you drink less and be arrogant. Wine is strong. Wine pressed him against the wall, extremely close. Breathing is entangled. He was stiff. Adam's apple, rolled the voice, is a little gloomy. What happened to Feng Guan? And I took a breath. Bai Ningbing's mobile phone rang. Suddenly, broke. The ambiguous atmosphere. He glanced at the call reminder. His eyes trembled violently. Fingertips are shaking. I keep backing away. He walked quickly to the side and answered the phone. The plot point finally develops to the point where Jabota returns home. Lu Ryan flirts with flowers. He can't stand going back home intentionally with the white militia just to make Liu Ryan jealous. White, in the end, militiates just a tool that gets thrown away when it's used up. I punched finger. I won't let this happen this time. After the white militia answered the phone, he looked a little nervous and apologized. I'll ask Xiao Hu to take you back, okay? I asked if Tiberta was back. He paused for a second. Nod, guilt in his eyes. He was alone at the Air Pertel. Just take him home. And I watched him speak. Then you pay attention to safety. By Ningbing secretly heaved a sigh of relief. Walk quickly towards the parking lot. Just then I got a text message, and it will only be mine. My heart suddenly felt like it was being held. There was tremendous panic. The voice of the world's suppression suddenly sounded in my mind. The male protagonist is reborn. The novel, Edgy Berta and Lu Ryan's wedding, ended, but real life begins when it's all over. Ruyan. Lu does seem like a different person after marriage restrained. The swagger become a good wife. Gilbert suddenly became sensitive. He followed Ryan. Lu. I found that he was indeed having an affair with the secretary during the dispute. Lu Ryan accidentally pushed him. Jabard suffered a massive brain hemorrhage and faced surgery. Gilberta finally realized that the debauchery was not about to turn back. It's better. He began to miss the good of White Ice Bay, regretted it. And so he's reborn to this point. I cried on the couch all night. A deep sense of powerlessness enveloped me. When the plot changes, the male protagonist finally realizes the goodness of the affectionate female. Second, everything points to a happy ending, like Gaudi can't bear the white and frozen love to wither alone. So lucky, but luck has never favored me. Completed a big project with Bai Ningbing as usual. We made an appointment to go out and relax for a day, but this time there's a Gilberta. He is still suave as if time had left no mark on him. Long time no see. You are more handsome. Tiberta smiled without a shadow, like we never had a holiday. Smile. Welder, thanks. Bai Ningbing came towards us after picking up the movie ticket. There are more people here. Only 2 people can sit together. Jabota did not hesitate. Take the 2 eyebrows that smile at him. Let's put this position in the middle. Together give Feng Yu view. He shoved it at me out of nowhere. Pull the white ice to check the lipstick. Bai Ningbing glanced at me but didn't push him away. The little girl checking the ticket saw us and her eyes lit up. I haven't seen you and your girlfriend here for a long time. I was just about to answer. Jabota got a head start there. Just good friends. Don't get me wrong. The little girl smiled awkwardly. Face a little readout of the corner of the eye. One of Bai Ningbing's eyes fell on Maggie. Balda pulls him forward. Every move is full of vitality. For a moment, I saw the student days in them. If the reader sees this, Sinew must be very happy. Ticket stubbed. The little girl's eyes brought a hint of sympathy. What was on the movie? Don't know. Diagonal. The 2 are very close by. Ningbing held the popcorn and tilted slightly. It's easier for Gilberta to reach out from time to time. Tiberto would turn his head and talk to him. The corners of his lips curved. Watch him carefully. A few little girls in the back row showed their aunt smiles. Suddenly, I remembered the first day of transfer. The scene on the podium. This is how Bai Ningbing watched the male and female protagonists. Fitai finally understood how Bai Ningbing felt at that time. The heart is like being cut repeatedly by a handful of stew buns. Taste the man's pain again and again and again. After the movie ends, Tiberta is still satisfied. He pestered Bai Ningbing to accompany him to go shopping elsewhere. Bai Ningbing said to go to the amusement park. Both Boda and pouting. How old are you to go to an amusement park? He smiles. They have Ferris wheels. I raised my head almost instantaneously for eyes relative. There was a familiar tenderness in his eyes. Is it because I like Ferris wheels? The heart jumped up again. Without hope, secret love is humble. He doesn't care about the minutia, but it was earth-shattering for me. But Giboda was happy. So you still remember that I like Ferris wheels? Do you remember when we were kids, we used to go there? His voice faded away and I looked down. Cover the loneliness and embarrassment in your eyes. The Ferris wheel slowly lifts. Offie sit on one side, they are on the other side, obviously. Only less than half a meter apart, but it's like crossing an antenna that can't be crossed. I turned my head, staring blankly at the scenery outside the window. Jabota is still talking about the Malaysian you-know-what. Legend has it that as long as you kiss at the top of the Ferris wheel, those who love each other will never be separated. Turned out that he also knew the rumor. Funny to say, I am, for this reason. I like the Ferris wheel. There is a large playground near the orphanage. I often look at the window and watch the Ferris wheel slowly turn. It looks like an afternoon and I was looking forward to it. Think in the future, I will ride the Ferris wheel with the person I like. Kiss at the top, then never part. So desperate to be loved, but only loneliness will accompany me forever. Thoughts are destroyed. The Ferris wheel has descended. Don't know what happened. Since Bota's complexion became a little worse. Line of sight, collision. His eyes are full of fear and a hint of jealousy. Jealous of what? I've been wandering in place for the past 10 years ago. By Ningbing and I are friends. Still friends. Help but think, if I wear it into a strategy novellium, afraid there is only a dead end. He subconsciously looked at Bai Ningbing, turned his head for a moment, with a hint of embarrassment and panic. He clenched his fist against his bottom lip and put it down. Dry at a loss. And I paused. Something must have just happened. Suddenly sprained his foot. He burst into tears, looking pitifully at Bai Ningbing and he sighed. Squat down like an appointment. Bert laughed and threw himself on his back. Arrogant tone. That's how you used to treat me. Not happy yet, right? He held Bai Ningbing's neck intimately. The face was almost touching. The pinna of his ear, the white ice, froze. The pulp but didn't speak. They moved forward. Taberta suddenly turned his head, showed a meaningful smile like mocking my failure. Bai Ningbing finally realized something. He turned his head. I fixed my gaze on him. Overflowing exhaustion. His pupils trembled. A momentary panic. Fear. Dodge. Regret that my hands are subconsciously loose this moment. Is he really just treating me as a friend? Gibda immediately hugged his neck, tightly staring at me. Badly pulled the corner of my mouth. You can send him back. Zhao, who is nearby, he just came to pick me up. Bai Ningbing's lips moved. Berta interrupted him. Don't go against the wishes of little boys. There may be other things in Fang Yuan. Let's go first. Bai Ningbing gave me a deep look. Finally said a word to pay attention to safety. And I went home. I looked at the message sent by Bai Ningbing. Me, peace. When you get home, I buried myself in the Sofagzosin swallowed me up completely. The first time, I didn't want to reply to him. Reason tells me to wake up from this dream. My mission is to redeem Bai Ningbing. First I thought it would be a day-to-day company. One day he will be able to get out of the haze. I have seen over time, I deliberately forgot this mission of suppression of growing panic. Tasks have deadlines, but I don't understand the feelings of the white militia towards me. If he shows any signs of liking me, why wait until 10 years? If he never likes me, then I have to wait a few more 10 years. There is an endless black hole in my heart. Tear me apart. Berto came for him after his rebirth. I can't deceive myself anymore. Once upon a time, I hated white ice and iron. Could not be made into steel. I think love has to be said, but now I'm him. When you love someone, we become cowards. But just this once, be brave again too. Return to the company. Bai Ningbing brought an exquisite bento box. My colleague squeezed his eyebrows at my move. All reached the point where you're preparing a love bento. And I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't do it. He pouted. Obviously, unfortunately, pounding. Ask him in a trembling voice. Do you still like Giberta? He paused for a moment. His eyes wandered. For a moment meet my serious eyes. He opened his mouth. He bowed his head, somewhat dejectedly. Honestly, have no idea. Courage is extinguished. I will be trapped in the same place with great powerlessness. I pressed my trembling fingertips. Just smile at him. So there's only suffocating silence left. Bai Ningbin told me after get off work, he can't take me home today because Taberta is not feeling well. He going to take him to the hospital. Company entrance. Soon as Jaberta saw him, he jumped on him. Try to hold his waistband. He looked at me without a trace Open Jibo's face changed, but still forced a smile to say hello to Masari Fongyun Militia. Can't send it to you today. I shook my head. Your body matters. He punched the cotton. Face colleagues whispering. They looked at me with pity and pity. I laugh at myself. It's like I've been pitied. All my life, go downstairs to take out the trash after dinner, but I saw an old acquaintance. Time no see. I took a step back vigilantly. Ryan Liu, what are you doing here? What do you want? He raised his hands in surrender. What are you afraid of? I won't do anything to Yuchikin. Doesn't answer my phone. I want you to help me contact him. I have sensitive lips. Why should I help you? Ryan Liu laughed. He's walking towards me. Don't you like white ice? See them together. You are not hard enough. Help me when I coax the chick. You can take over. I glared at him. He changed his mind immediately. Not a pickup, it's true love. Wake up. Just then by Ningbing rushed out, grabbed his collar. He swung his fist hard in his face. What do you want with him? He gritted his teeth. There is strength in the eyes that has never been seen. Before him, looking right at him. This scene overlaps with the bar entrance. I saw Liu, Ryan Light Agent Thinbeat. He is also so angry. My heart was pounding uncontrollably, like he really cared about Maruyan. Liu stood up in embarrassment. He wiped the blood from the corner of his mouth. It's your ghost again. Let's go. Where is Tiberta? Take me to him. White, ice cold, channeled. Even think about it. Forget how you hurt him. Liu, Ryan knows. She is wrong and choking and yelling. That's between me and him. None of your business. Who are you? Where do you think you are now? While lusting for the company of the square at the same time, he was confused with Gibberdeo. Want both, right? By Ningbing punched with his fingers. The eyes and eyelashes are trembling. Leo snorted in disdain. Talk to me like a friend. It's okay to lie to fool yourself. By Ningbing slowly looked at Midarka's apple moves like trying to say something. Voice of the militia, Tiberta, suddenly sounded by Ningbing's figure will be one some impulse. Seems to die down. He turned around. Tiberto rushed up and hugged him. My woke up in the hospital without seeing so panicked. He subconsciously wants to touch his strength. The sound stopped again and pulled him apart. Isn't there an ant there? He bit his lower lip in grievancing. But I want Ryan Liu to rush up and grab his wrist. Worried look up and down. Gee, why didn't you tell me you were sick? Gilbert shook his hand away coldly. Enough. We've broken up. Don't come to me again. There was pain and pleading in his eyes. Gee, I really regret it. Give me one last chance, okay? Maybe it's recalling memories from a previous life. Tiberta was not only unmoved, instead his eyes are full of additions. Get out of here, he roared loudly. Ruin. Liu took a step back. His pupils trembled. Look at him in disbelief. Boda got too excited and passed out. By Ningbing picked him up, panic, and walked out. Ruin. Liu wanted to catch up. Under his icy gaze, By Ningbing's back disappeared from sight. He never looked back. Even it's too late to ask him why he's Heroyan. Leo lowered her eyes, chuckling at himself. Didn't you say that the prodigal son will not be exchanged for money? Why doesn't he want to forgive me? I said sarcastically that the child died and you came too. Nurse return. The prodigal Sony only believe that dogs can't stop eating shit. He looked at me, hungry. No, you really are an internet trolls. I provoked you. Turn around and leave. I don't want to look at him anymore. And he grabbed me. I subconsciously felt my pocket. Then one Wilruyan Liu jumped up in fright. Right? Brother, are you carrying a kitchen knife with you? I slowly withdraw my hand, but my heart is empty. Since I was in elementary school, he would carry something sharp with him. When I'm lucky, it can scare away some people who want to bully me. But these 10 years, this habit is gradually forgotten by me. By Ningbing is by my side. I don't have to worry about being bullied. Again, it seems that I will have to adapt. Again, in the future, Ruyan Lucide. I just feel like we are both fallen people. It's all boiling. Sheepai looked at him in surprise. The cuckold you gave others didn't choke then. You are boiling. Yang Yang, are you awake? Stay by Ningbing's side for 10 years. No picture, name, no money. Both of them pretend to be confused. One mouth and one friend. Which friend is like you? I was silent for a moment. By Ningbing and I are indeed friends. Not because I like him. We are friends. We became friends first. Love comes later, therefore. Friendship always comes first. Matter whether we can be together or not. Consider him a friend. He was the first person to be so kind to Emmett, has given me decades of companionship. And Karai have nothing but gratitude for him. Even if he likes someone else, and I don't hate him for it. The good memories in my memory are enough. Smiled in relief. My love for him is pure. His friendship is equally pure. Ruyan Lu was stunned. He scolded the lunatic in a low voice, and left a passing stray dog was kicked by him and lunged at him. He was screaming, "Run!" All the while couldn't help laughing out loud. He stood by the window and watched the dark night. Sent a WeChat message to BING. Will we always be friends?
It's been typing over there for a long time. And he said, absolutely, and he gave me an affirmative answer. Obviously already guessed. The heart still can't contain the pain. And I was like, oh yeah, tears can't stop pouring out. Why are you crying? Morning. Over a failed 10-year crush, rejoice that the task is expected to be completed for my friend. Blessed to finally find his redemption. I should go home. But I don't seem to have a home. The next day I quit my job. I went to visit Bai's father and mother first. So many years I have long regarded them as family. I went to visit a few good friends who had fun, give them handmade gifts made by yourself. In the past 10 years, I have not only turned around for this Bai Ningding, I made a few true friends, have a good career, great leaders and colleagues, possible, and that's why I'm not complaining. And I ended up at the orphanage that I'd been funding. The children here are very cute. No one is bullied in isolation. Nice to do it all. I'm on a flight to travel. This vast mountain and river must be taken at a glance. I looked out the window at the winding snow-capped mountains, a little lost. The night Jabota returned home, I once asked the world, how far has the redemption progress of suppressing Bai Ningbing reached? He told me to stay at 99%. I finally understand. Everyone wants the depth in the novel. Love Girl 2 can make you happy. I never thought that he didn't want anyone but the male protagonist. Now it seems, the 1% like Tianqian. I may not be able to do it all my life going around and back to the starting point. Tiberta, a change of heart is the greatest redemption for Bai Ningbing, so all I can do is go back to my friend's place. Quietly pray for their blessings. The trip ended a month later. Or autumn, but it has turned cold. The first snow this year should come earlier. Bai Ningbing came to pick me up. He seems to have lost some weight. It's more defined. The cold wind rolled up his trench coat, loud noise. After seeing me, his eyes lit up. See me wearing thin and slightly thick eyebrows. Why are you wearing so little? You're about to take off your coat and give it to me. I pull away without a trace. I smiled, but I didn't expect it to suddenly cool down. It's okay. It'll be warm in the car later. He unbuttoned it. Not talking, he turned on the heater in the car, handed me a hand warmer. I looked around. He had a little something on his car. I asked why Jabota wasn't with you. Bai Ningbing's fingertips knocked on the steering wheel. You can't hear the voice. You can't hear the emotion. He went to play with friends. I smile, naturally I see. And the car went quiet. White ice on the road seems to ask inadvertently, why did you suddenly resign? My lips are slightly raised. It's as natural as chatting with old friends, want to rest anyway. Lao Zhang said I can go back any time. He smiled too. Eyebrows soften. It's Lao Zhang who is willing to give you a capable general. We chatted along the way, as if nothing had changed, after taking me home. He is also ready to leave. I took him to the elevator. Gathered the blankets around me. He paused for a second. On your birthday. It looks like I'm having sex. My silhouette is clearly reflected in the dark inside. I smiled. Your birthday is coming up. What gift do you want? Just give it. I don't pick the elevator. It's here. So he goes inside. I am a good welder. 4 eyes relative. For a moment, there seemed to be deep emotion in his eyes. Take another look and return to peace. The elevator door slowly closes. Cut off the last line of sight. And I look down. The smile slowly fades away. Actually, what I want to ask is, can we celebrate our birthday together? Maybe it's the last time I know he understood. It's his birthday. I prepared a double cake. Simply decorate the house with color bars. Put that eye-catching digital balloon in the middle, although tired to the point of sweating. But I am satisfied with my masterpiece. I sat in front of the French window. Sun is off today. The sky is overcast. Too bad. I can't see the sunset. The sky turns from white to black. Colorful neon lights come on. The city is brightly lit. I glanced sideways at the cake on the table. Creamy. The embellished cherries sank in. The voice of the world's suppression suddenly sounded. He won't come. The male lead and female lead are on the Ferris wheel. You waited in vain. I was stunned for a while, less of vision. Really? Did the affectionate female second finally wait for the person he loves? He finally escaped the fate of a lonely life. Perhaps. This is the perfect ending in the eyes of readers. Chill from the chin. I wipe it with my hand. It was tears. Why are you crying? I should be happy for him and happy for myself. So the redemption mission was a success, right? The world has been silent for a while. Finally, congratulations. You can go home. I can grant you one wish. I smile with crooked eyebrows. Then I'm going to be a super lucky person. There is an endless amount of money to spend, bathe with diamonds every day, drinking 82-year-old red wine, one-handed Ferrari. And he sort of goes speechless and interrupts me to ask you to make a wish. I didn't let you daydream. I can't stop crying from laughing, after a long time. I finally remembered. Ask me what to do with this body when I go back. Can you make them forget me? This body was made for me by the will of the world. Just like me in the real world, the will of the world is cold. You can't just die physically. I earned a certificate. Why do you want to stay? Not really. Go or go. I'm just worried that my friends will be sad. After thinking about it, I sent a moment's in fact. I am the Jade Emperor who came down to do the task. Mission accomplished. I'm leaving. Don't be sad. I will bless you. Soon, there are a lot of comments below. What's crazy? Today is not the birthday of the militia. What are you two doing together? Don't be scary. I can't help but bend my lips. Go to the window, boy. Carefully trace the outline of the city. It's a pity I didn't see the first snow this year. 11:59. I blow out the candles on the cake. Whisper happy 28th birthday. I won't accompany you from now on. The 0-point Ferris wheel rises to the highest point. With love in his eyes. Say ice to white. Ice, I have recognized my heart. This return is for you. Let's be together. The white militia will remain in place. The eyelashes are shaking. He stood on tiptoe and kissed. 0 o'clock. Fang Yuan lay in the bathtub. He slit his wrist without hesitation. Thought about it, sliced the other wrist, then sank quietly into the water with a smile. He whispered good night. The world keeps returning to him. Good night. The world keeps thinking. Fang Yuan wakes up, busy for a long time. He wondered how to sleep. It feels like half a century. Push open the door. The sun shines brightly. He stretched. Get dressed for your morning run. The aunt selling fruit by the roadside beckoned to him. Young man, I'm closing up. Take the remaining apples home. After saying that, it was stuffed into his hand. Don't give a chance to refuse at all. College admission letter also arrived. A-Key 985 university neighbors praised him and asked him to come home for dinner. Everyone is very enthusiastic about giving him a promotion. Party Fang Yuan was confused. I don't usually get this treatment. Luck is beginning to favor me. How about I buy a lottery ticket? Saying that, he walked into the lottery store. After the results, first prize 50 million. He spent the next few days in a daze. I thought I was dreaming. What he doesn't know is this kind of luck will accompany him throughout his life. And then he went off to university, made a lot of good friends. They study together. Go shopping wherever you go. He will never be alone again. He is handsome, and because of both excellence in character and learning, it has become a fine grass. Love letters are received every day. Graduation season. He gave up many high-quality offers. I chose a company that had just been established. Due to his outstanding ability, all the way up soon sat in the position of director, and his glorious life has just begun. In fact, the redemption mission did not succeed. On top of the Ferris wheel by Ningbing rejected Tiberta met his incredulous eyes. He fell word for word as if he had made up his mind. I'm sorry, I think I've fallen in love with Fang Yuan.
Tiberta yells like a collapse. How is that possible? You love me. White ice is difficult to freeze, was it, at the beginning? I also thought that my love for you would never change, but every time I'm with you I had his image in my mind. If he cries, my heart will hurt, and if he laughs, I will be happy. Unconsciously, the person who affects my joys and sorrows. It has already become him. And Jibdas, looking right at him, suddenly laughed. Tears fell. What's the use of you being so affectionate now? You've been swaying from side to side since I came back home. It broke his heart long ago. Everyone knows that. Fang Yuan likes U-Boot. What about you? In the name of that ridiculous friend, how many times have you let him down? Do you think he will still love you? You haven't been together for 10 years. You say you love him, reject me, and find a decent reason. White ice fingertips curl up gently with a shudder. He knew that Gibberta hadn't said a word wrong. Just then, through the Ferris wheel, he saw snowflakes falling light as goose feathers. Snowflake rolled against the window like unwilling to fall, but he can't escape the fate of melting in an instant. Ningus suddenly covered his heart. Intense anxiety and fear overwhelmed him. Ningbing ignored Gebota's cry. Stumbling out of the amusement park, the closer you are to Fang Yuan's house, the stronger the anxiety. There's A circle of police cars and ambulances. Downstairs of his house his feet are like lead when he saw Fang Yuan's corpse. The first reaction is to dream a person who is usually so alive. Why are you lying there lifeless? The police officer shook his head. The young man had committed suicide. Both hands are cut off. How decisive is that? The tip of the throat spills. Unspeakably sour, he knelt on the ground, feebly. Do not lift. Take a look around. The ribbon for his birthday has not been removed, yet the cake is heated in the crooked living room. Warm-toned decor and harsh red in the bathroom in stark. By great sadness I can't cry. The friend handed him a piece of paper with red. Eastus should be left for you by Fanguan moments. I'm worried about Tai. Just wanted to come and accompany him and he was crying. Bai Ningbing took the note, blankly familiar. Self white I sigh. Didn't lie to you. I am really the Jade Emperor. Be sad for May just went home. Congratulations to my friend for getting his wish. May you do your best. Is happy. He couldn't help kneeling on the ground. Any more howling and crying like a child, almost speechless. How could I forget that he has been waiting for me? The police officer looked at him. Ask a friend who is the girlfriend of the deceased. His tone was just mocking his friend. Then he cried like a dead husband who knows. Yeah, for 10 years they are still just friends even. Sadness has no place. It drifted away from the bamboo horse. Jaibo Dabai Ningbing resigned with ashes around his travel itinerary again like crazy, a searching for all traces of his existence. It is useless for anyone to persuade friends want to scold him, but I don't know how to say it because they weren't even together or like a stock. Can't let Gorujan Lu gloated at his child's death. You're hear what Fang Yuan once said to Mile. Give it to you now. You're welcome. It's all back to square one. The white ice has not changed after all estimated lifetime secrets. Boda and Leo Ryan are still entangled. You can even meet. They just ended up repeating the same mistakes. So why do people always regret after losing? Gibda is like this ruin. Liu is like this white ice. Is still the same 10 years of redemption, but no one can be saved. Everything is in destiny. Just a circle. People have regrets no matter what they choose. This is a failed redemption, but Fang Yuan is successful. His emotions were as pure as ever. The original intention has never changed. Those who give their heart should reap happiness. Full text play.